guys, welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for your nice comments and your likes. I really appreciate it, and also your views, because that's what we're here for you to enjoy my content. So I really hope that you do enjoy my content, and I'm trying to keep it fresh for you guys. So there's always something, no matter what mood you're in, there's always something for you to watch. So I'm trying to cover all bases and all people, to get through all people's triggers. So yeah, in one of my rambling videos, I said I'm going to do a video on love and relationships. So yeah, it's just going to be a bit of a talk, I suppose. So love and relationships. My personal opinion is, I do believe in love, but I believe that real love ends in hurt, because I guess that's just my own experience. But it's my other experiences is that with my friends is long relationships never last. Like, they can last for years, but no matter how long they last for, they eventually disintegrate. Saying that, I've got friends who have been in really long relationships, so I don't think it matters really what a relationship is. So people think, it's holding hands, kissing, all of that. I don't think really it's about what you're doing in a relationship. It's who you're with. I generally believe that. A real relationship, of course, relationships have good days and bad days, but a real relationship should be it should be easy. If you're having to force a relationship and force love, then it's obviously not going to work out. I mean, you might be thinking, what gives you the right to give relationship advice? Not advice, guys, but I've been there and done it basically with relationships, so I know how the game works. Long distance relationships in long distance, right? I think they can work if you get to see each other and you're just spending some time apart for whatever reason. That's different. Having to spend time apart, that's completely different. But relationships through a phone, you can't really do it. I mean, texting isn't the same as holding that person, or having talking to that person in person. So yeah, I mean, I'm very fed up with these sort of, this is the pattern of my relationships. I meet them, within a couple of weeks we're together, and then within a couple of days, we're not together. But for whatever reason, I'm trying not to. I have a very, very bad habit. When I did the question and answers video, like like a get to know me video. Check it out if you haven't already seen it, guys. But one of them was your worst habit. So my worst habit is definitely falling in love with girls too soon. That's not to say, I know I'm not stupid to think, I'm not gonna love, it's not true love after 5 minutes, but I guess I'm just so desperate to find the right person to settle down with, because I'm fed up of just breezing through these 2-3 month relationships. Do you know what I mean? I need a relationship to go somewhere, or even it doesn't have to be going somewhere, but I just have to be happy and content. A lot of times in the relationships I'm not happy because I have a tendency to pick the wrong people for me. I pick people who are nowhere near my kind of people. I don't know, I just accept the love I think I deserve. Somebody once told me that, but I guess when you've met your soulmate, it's so much harder, because especially when you can't be with your soulmate, you're just thinking, I only want my soulmate, but I can never be with her again, or him, if you're a him, if you're a girl. But it's difficult for me, guys, because I have to watch I have to watch another guy with the love of my life every single day, and I've had to watch that for 5 years. I do love her. Now I'm not. I saw a phrase once, and it says, I'm not over them, but I'm over it." So yeah, I know we can never be in a relationship again, but it would just be nice to think that we could talk one more time. But yeah, I know it sounds contradictory when I say it like that. Why would I want, like, why am I asking for a relationship when I love somebody else? But I guess what I'm saying is I would, that's no longer an option. I'm not saying whoever I would, date next would just be an option, and I wouldn't fully commit to that person. I just wish I could find what I originally had with that person. I wish I could find it with somebody else. I wish I could just find the love of my life and just settle down, instead of having to watch, a person I can never be with. So it's quite difficult. But yeah, I would also say, guys, is know when to quit, because a couple of times I've been back to it. I've dated a person, then been back to him 2 or 3 times, and I am a big believer is you only get one go, guys. Once you mess it up, that's it. I mean, I haven't cheated or anything. What I mean is some people get together, they find out it doesn't work. That's it, in my opinion. I mean, there are people out there who have, they've been better the second or third time around, but in my personal opinion, or in my personal experience, know when to quit. You gave it a go, it didn't work, move on, guys. And also, wait for the right person. I know it's lonely waiting for the right person. Everyone will tell you the same. There's someone out there for you. There's, you're still young. You'll meet the one. But it's better than being stuck with the person who don't even bring you any joy. I've been with people who, this will sound awful, guys, I don't mean it, but I just despise, like, sometimes you gotta know the difference between, being, you gotta know the difference between lust and love. Lust is a bit of fun here and there, leave it at that. Love is when you can't live without that person, that even if you never had sex with that person, you'd be happy to be with them. It's smiling every time you think of that person. It's getting excited when you're spending time with that person, when you see the text. Love is completely different to lust, and 99% of the time we get lust and love confused, especially us guys. We all think we want 1,000,001 women, at our feet, and that it don't work. Trust me, guys. Over the years I've been with, quite a few women. I'm not saying I'm the big I am, guys, and that I get a load of women. That's not what I'm saying. What I mean is, I've met a girl, I've dated them. It just doesn't come to anything because I keep picking the wrong time and the wrong people. Not every person you meet of the opposite sex will be, your future king or queen. Unfortunately, you just gotta keep trying, guys. You'll know when it's the one. But I guess it's my turn to ask you guys some questions, and you can answer them. How did you get over your ex? I don't mean that like I'm a jealous ex type. I just mean is when you're hurting that much, all you want to do is go back to the good times. You want to be loved by that person again. When you deep down know you only love that person, how did you get over them? Or how did you learn to live with the loss of that person? Yeah. But I could write a book on relationships, what not to do. Another thing not to do is don't be too eager. I think I've already said that. But yeah, don't rush into things, take things slow. Actually date before you call yourself boyfriend and girlfriend. See, the girls that I've been out with, this tends to happen for some reason. We go on one date and then they think we're together after, and then I have to tell them that we're not together. Then we get into a fight, and then they say that you led them on and all the rest of it. No, I was under the influence that I was under the impression, that dating is where you go on a few dates to see if you're compatible, to get into a relationship, and then you get into a relationship. So it's almost, I'm not saying, guys, I haven't, I should have stood up for, I should have stood up for what I believed in there and then and said, no, it's only our first date, I don't want to be with you, but I've been pressured into dating a lot of girls. Like girls that I don't even want to be with, and that they've just to keep them sweet, basically, to keep them happy. I've been with them, but obviously I've done my fair share of. The thing is with me, guys, I always want it to work. I always think, I really, really want this to work. I've got no choice anymore. I've got to settle down. I've got to put all my effort into this one person. I stay up late with them. I put loads of time and effort into this person, and it's all just wasted time and wasted effort. I want someone to come into my life and show me, what love is, what being loved is. Because as much as I love the person that I was once with, as much as I love her, she didn't love me. So it would be nice to have that sort of, I love her 100% and she loves me 100%. So yeah, there's lots of good videos on love and relationships on YouTube, guys. I do believe communication is the key. Because a lot of times when people's friends and other people start getting involved in your relationship, it starts coming undone. So communicate with each other clearly what you want. Another thing is, guys, don't lie to the person. If you're just wanting fun, say that and stick with it. Don't lead them on. That's wrong. Another thing is, don't lie to yourself. Don't think, I could date this person, and you don't have any feelings for them. It's not on for both of you. You're just gonna get hurt, both of you. So yeah. I think dating is easy. You go on a date and stuff, but I think relationships are hard. I really do. Because especially nowadays, the millennials. I'm not a millennial. I'm a Generation Z or whatever. I was born in 1998. So, but yeah, like the 1990s kids and the early 2000s. All their relationships are just based on the grass is always greener. Like you get together, and then they're always thinking, they've got to be someone better than this, someone better than this, someone better, and there never is until we're all going to end up 40 and alone. I'm not saying we all have to settle down by 18, but at the same time, is if you've got a good thing going, don't ruin it. Because as well as having tons of bad relationships, I've had tons of good relationships and ruined them. I've had a good thing going and just thought, you know what, I don't really want this right now, but then I've sacrificed, a relationship for nothing. I should have just put the work in, and I could have had a really decent relationship. But yeah, the other thing is, guys, is don't let anybody change you, or don't change for anybody, because they've got to learn to like you for who you are. Because eventually, if you're pretending to be somebody you're not, it catches up with you. I think that's the reason my first relationship failed, because she was, confident, and, she wanted to go places in life, and I was just a shy kid, and I was pretending to be somebody I wasn't. But yeah, I would have jumped through fire for her, but obviously, The other thing is, if you've noticed as well with women, is they tend to go for not sleazy guys, but guys who treat them like rubbish. I don't understand that. Like, I've seen some women go with guys who treat them like absolute rubbish, when in fact you're just thinking, I've seen some nice guys get rejected. So I guess as well, it's very primitive, isn't it? It's like, they only like the alpha male guys, but if you're not an alpha male, you're slightly buggered. Yeah. Also, guys, give people a chance. Just because they don't have nice cars and nice bodies, don't mean they're not nice people. A nice body, when you're 80, you won't have a nice body. You probably won't have a nice bloody car. So stop being so materialistic and stop looking at what society wants you to have, as a relationship. It doesn't have to make sense to anybody else but yourself what you want. Write a list of things, of qualities and characteristics that you want in a person, and stick to them. Never compromise, guys, in terms of, yes, give people a chance, but only if they're stereotype. Like, it's no good if, like, for instance, it's no good dating a girl who likes to go out and party when you don't, because they'll be out partying and you won't be with them. So, you know, I do believe there's someone for everyone, but at the end of the day, you just gotta keep pushing. You know, try Tinder, try everything. You know, but I'm really hoping to meet somebody at some point, because none of us want to die alone. But if you've got any relationship or dating advice, guys, I really would love to hear it, because I'm a sucker for knowledge. So, you know, I like to learn and how I can better myself, because I want to be a better version of myself. I want to be the best version of myself, because if you don't love yourself, how can you expect other people to love you? That's probably why at the moment I'm failing with my relationships, because I don't love myself and I don't love my life. So how can I project, you know, positivity and love into that person when I've got no love or respect for myself? But yeah, also guys, exes, I don't care what anyone says, exes can't be your friends. Yes, you might be friends with them, as in you might be on good speaking terms, but it never lasts, guys. Things always gets complicated. So if you wanna be friends, stay friends. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin a good friendship for, you know. The also a thing is, take sex out of it. Sex has nothing to do with a relationship or love. Take sex out of it. Yeah, what can that person give you, and what can you give that person? Do you love that person with or without sex? Because a lot of times you'll think, oh, right, take sex out of the occasion. I think it was Tom Hardy who said this, take sex out of the occasion, and you'll find people don't have a lot to offer other people. So, yeah, really think about it like that, guys, you know. It's important to find the right life partner. You know, don't waste time like I have in terms of boring, meaningless relationships. I'm not saying don't get out there, but get out there, meet people, and just enjoy life until the right person comes along. But also, when you find that right person, fight for them. I made a mistake of not fighting. You know, fight for the person you love, stand up for them, and show them that you love, and show them that you care. Especially if you're watching this video on Valentine's Day, you know, get them some cards, get them some chocolates, get out there, right, and show you the love, okay? Because actions speak a lot louder than words, guys, okay? The proof is in the pudding, okay? If somebody wants you or you want someone, show them with actions, not just words, okay? Because a lot of times we have meaningless relationships, or certainly personally to me, is that we just do stuff through the phone and doing stuff by text. It doesn't equate to anything, guys. You know, you're not dating your phone, you're dating the person behind the phone. You know, make sure you spend a lot of time together, and you know, don't just think that, you know, having sex with someone's enough to, you know, warrant a relationship. Absolutely not. Find somebody who makes you feel loved, and that makes you want to love them. Okay. It sounds to sense, but I'm sick of people, you know, like women use love to get sex and men use... No, women use sex to get love and men use love to get sex. I've heard that as a phrase as well, and it's so true. We all just need to, you know, back it in, you know. No, you know, guys need to stop doing this sleazy behaviour, and women need to stop being so uptight and hard, you know, hard to get. That's wrong, but, you know, women, don't be so materialistic, don't be so judgy and bitchy. Men, don't be so sleazy, and, you know, don't be a creep, an internet creep. Don't be sending dick pics, don't be doing any of that, okay? You know, make sure, you know, go back to the age of chivalry, you know. Gentlemen be gentlemen, ladies be ladies. And let's, you know, make this dating pool, it's called a dating pool, innit? Let's make the world of dating a better place, you know. Let's have some good experiences, you know. Because I think sometimes we stereotype men and we stereotype women, you know, but, yeah. You know, like, not all men are after sex, and not all women are after money. But yeah, that's another thing, guys. Guys, women who are after your money, don't pay them. They are not worthy of your money. If they are constantly asking you for money, guys, press the block button. They do not love you. They love your wallet. Women, ladies who are listening listening to this, right? If a guy is after sex, constantly asking you for nude photographs, press that block button, okay, girls? Girls, I mean, okay? Just because you send him a picture of your hoo-ha does not mean that he's going to turn into a gentleman, a knight in shining armour. It doesn't happen, girls. He'll just be wanting more and more and more, okay? It doesn't warrant a relationship, okay? Find yourself someone who treats you like a princess and a queen, who pulls your chair out for you, who holds your hand, who opens doors for you. Guys, find yourself a girl who treats you like a king, you know, who doesn't make you beg for anything, who doesn't make you feel jealous or insecure, you know, who plays games with you, as in, who plays, you know, video games with you, and, you know, goes out on nights out with you, you know. It's pretty standard, guys, you know. Treat yourselves with respect, have some self-respect, and treat others with self-respect, okay? If we all treat each other better, we'll find out, you know, we'll find more comfort in each other, you know. But the dating scene, you know, especially among people my age, is so difficult. You know, it's so, you have to have tick 1,000,001 boxes before, you know, a person of the opposite sex will entertain you. I think we've all got a bit too caught up in what social media says relationships should be and what the ideal person should be. Ignore it, guys. Ignore all of that. It's not about the looks. Yes, you know, everyone has their preferences about looks, and so do I. It's natural. You're attracted to who you're attracted to, yeah. But it ain't all about looks, you know. It's about, because it can work both ways, you know. You can have someone who looks amazing and you are just a horrible person. You know, give everybody a chance and don't be judging people. Don't be judging a book by its cover, you know. Stay open-minded, and yeah, nobody's saying that you have to go out with everybody who, you know, hits you up in your DMs, but, you know, give everybody a chance. Because the person that you've just rejected might be the person, you know, of your dreams. You just rejected them just because, I don't know, they're wearing a black top instead of a red, or something silly like that. Don't be too quick to judge. But yeah, guys, as I said, if you've got any dating advice, I could really do with that now, because not everything's about relationships, guys, because you need to be able to be happy single. I do believe that is the key. If you're happy single, then, you know, somebody will come along, because, you know, a relationship's great, but you need to be able to live life and enjoy life single, you know. Relationships aren't everything, of course they're not. It's just nice to have someone to share life with. I guess personally, I want a relationship because I don't like being single. I love the idea of a relationship, and I want a relationship. And to be honest, guys, I'm not happy being single. You can be happy single. Relationships aren't about, you know, they're not just about keeping up with everybody else, you know, having a relationship like everybody else. Of course, you know, you can be single and do all the stuff that, I don't know, couples do. You can take yourself out to eat, you can take yourself to the movies. Of course, guys, you know, don't think you're a failure for not, you know, because you haven't met your soulmate. But at the same time, you know, is realise that if you want somebody, you can have somebody, you know. Because I'm really hoping to meet somebody. I'm not a single kind of guy. I love being in a relationship. I love having someone to talk to, someone to share my life with. You know, I miss hugging and cuddling, and, you know, I miss all the cute relationship stuff. Yes, as a guy, that doesn't sound very macho, but, you know, who gives a stuff? You know, I dig that. You know, that relationship goals, that hashtag relationship goals. I'm all about that life. Yeah. Also, guys, don't judge it by movie standards. I think, like, when we watch movies, we think that that's what, like, you know, the boy meets the girl and they go off into the sunset together kind of thing. You know, I don't think it really happens like that. tried and tested. I don't think it's as straightforward as, you know, meet somebody and spend your life happily ever after. I do believe there's hard work, there's effort, there's tears and stuff in between, but I guess you'll know love when you feel it, guys. It's the best feeling in the world. That's the best way to describe it. It's the best feeling in the world, but yeah. I hope this video doesn't make me sound like I'm hung up on my ex, like a you know, a psycho ex, or you know, a stalker ex. I don't stalk my ex at all, but well, I don't look at her social media. But like, if I come across her friends, and I sometimes come across her posts every now and again, and it just makes me feel sad for what I had. But I want that again, but just not with her, if that makes sense. Like, the heart is a very peculiar thing. The heart wants who it wants. So I'd be lying if I said I didn't. I didn't want her, because I do, but I don't want her as she is now. I wanted her what I thought I had back with her back then, because I'll know she'll never love me again. So in that sense, the trust is gone. Once the trust is gone, you can never get it back. So that's another thing, guys, is always make sure you've got trust and loyalty. Loyalty is a big thing that nowadays. Don't be in anyone else's DMs who's got a boyfriend or girlfriend, and don't be in anyone's DMs if you've got a boyfriend or girlfriend. Don't be splitting up relationships, and don't be splitting your own relationship up for somebody else, okay? Communication is the key. Work through it. Most relationships can be saved and can be made concrete, you know, and strong and loving if they only work through it. Too often have I seen people give up too early in a relationship, you know. Stop cheating. Hear me out, guys, right? You're in a great relationship, everything's going fine. You cheat, yeah? And then for what? That relationship goes out the window. You spend the rest of your life, yeah, having sex, one night stands, yeah, and you'll die alone. I swear to God, you'll die alone. That's the long and short of it, guys. You know, especially if you're over the age of, say, 20, 21, more so 21, 22, you should be settling down with a life partner. Now, I don't mean marriage and kids and all that, but no, you know, don't be going about, you know, don't be, sampling all the delights, because that's how you get used, guys. You know, you develop a reputation and you allow yourself to be used. You think it's fine just for one night stands, but you deserve more, guys. You deserve love. You deserve to be cherished. You deserve to be treated with respect. Okay, guys, have some self-respect. Okay, you do deserve love. You're worth more than a one night stand. That being said, guys, one night stands are perfectly fine if that's your thing, you know. If you have a one night stand and that's how you meet, then fair enough. Okay. But what I mean is, don't be trying thinking that you can do it your whole life, because at some point, guys, you gotta change your behaviour, you gotta grow up, you gotta mature, you gotta, you gotta move on to bigger and better things in order to upgrade a relationship. Don't be doing the same things over and over like me and expecting different results, you know. If you sleep with 10 girls or 10 guys, yeah, it's just meaningless sex, you know. Sometimes, not contrary to popular belief, not every hole is a goal, you know. Especially when you're depressed, guys. If you're depressed, never go and sleep with anybody, because when you're upset, you tend to regulate your emotions. You could sleep with 20 people, yeah, and you could hate every one of them, you know what I mean? And you just end up feeling more sad after. So, you know, especially you guys out there, you know, put all your time and effort into finding your queen. If you're with your current girlfriend, make all your time and effort into making it last. You know, sex every day seems appealing, but you know, when you've got a hole in your heart that's, you know, cannot be filled by anything, not even sex is gonna plug it. So, you know, you need love, you need emotional connection, you know, you need that intimacy, you know, bugger sex, basically, you know what I mean? Sex is all well and good. I enjoy it as much as the next man. That's probably too much information, but what I've come to learn, you know, I'm hitting 22 next week. not next week, next month, sorry. And in, say, 5 years of dating, 5 long years of dating, every year I've got older, I've learned something about dating. But the main thing I've come to realise, guys, is sex doesn't mean a thing, you know. So my new tactic is, right, it's just, I'm not having sex with anybody until, you know, they can prove to me that, you know, we can connect on an emotional level before we connect on a physical level. That way you're going to weed out all the pointless relationships, you know. But yeah, regards, if you ask me straight up, long distance relationships, yay or nay, I'd say straight up, no, they don't work, you know. Also, I don't know how some people do it, but polyamorous relationships, basically, if you're in a relationship is between two people. It's love between two people. You may class it as respect to sleep with somebody else, as in, you may say, oh, me and my partner love each other, we let each other sleep with other people. That ain't respect, guys, that's acting out of lust. You know, if it's true love, one person is enough. One person is enough. So guys, that concludes my love and relationships rant. I'm not sure what you got from that video, but I guess I'm just looking for a way forward in my relationship development, because I guess when you set goals in life, you know, you want to achieve the goals, and one of my goals is, you know, I do want to meet somebody that sets my soul on fire, and that, you know, that I can spend the rest of my days with. It sounds daunting, but I don't want to be, you know, I don't want to be acting 16, you know, 15, 16 for the rest of my days, you know. I want a solid relationship, you know, that leads to love and commitment and loyalty and trust, and, you know, that leads to nothing but positive vibes. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and smash the subscribe button if you haven't already. Let's get this channel growing, guys. First goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers, so if you haven't subscribed already, please help me to get to that goal by subscribing. Okay guys, thanks again, and I'll see you all in a new video soon.